So, let's just wait a little bit. I'm just sending a message everywhere because I'm trying to find the program coordinator and I don't see her. So, Doug, what we do is that we'll be live on YouTube as well, and we'll share the link, the YouTube link.
Okay.
But usually we have more than, like, we're supposed to have more people. I don't know what's going on. I only see 3 people that signed up.
Are we in webinar or is this regular Zoom?
It's webinar, but I can bring the people that are here in regular Zoom. Do you want me to do that?
Yes.
Okay. But a lot of them, they need to be named. Guys, can you be on mute? Can you?
I have to send my bag. There's 200. Okay, I have another 100. That's 200.
Okay, so basically, Doug, what's happening is that Tosin, she share her own Zoom link to all those people. So we need to rename them, but they're different people. So right now we are 7, and each of those teams, they represent a team of 4. So we only ask for the leader of the team to be in the room. Hello? Hello?
Are you speaking to me, Chris?
Yeah, yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
I'm speaking to you. I'm just telling you, everyone that register and say Tosin Clément, can you please click on your name and rename yourself? Please, just click on your name and rename it.
Okay.
Everyone that's in the chat, because Tosin shared her personal link. Can you please rename? Anyways, Doug, you can start now. Doug, you can start.
Oh, okay, great. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Thanks so much for showing up today. My name is Doug Minter. I'm a management consultant for the Canadian Black Chamber of Commerce in Toronto, Canada. And I must say, first off, this is an interactive conversation. Please feel free to unmute yourself, ask questions. Um, I'm here to talk about kind of market strategy, competitive analysis, kind of how to um, take a look at the marketplace and see where your business is and how you stack up with the competition. And my approach, a lot of what we're going to talk about today is how to build your business outside of competition. So basically making your business competition proof. But in order to do that, you do have to know a little bit about your competition in order to make sure that you're staying true to yourself and true to where you want to take your company. You do have to do some market research. It's always important not to go into a business blind, right? Um, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Um, Christine, if you would, if the businesses can introduce themselves and tell me a little bit about what their business is, that'd be helpful as we're going through this process. So, Christine, if you want to kind of introduce everybody, that'd be great.
Yes, definitely. First of all, there's three people that I see still on the Tosin Clement name. Can you please rename yourself? Just click on you and rename yourself and put your name there. For the rest, can you please introduce yourself? So I'm going to start from the top. Adeni, are you here? Can you hear us? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You
My
can put
name
the
is
video
Aluba
if you
Adini,
want.
and I am. No, I'm okay like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Aluba Adini. Co-founder at Identify. So what we do at Identify is that we are creating a marketplace for event creators. That is, in the short line, we are building Eventbrite for Africa, where people can come and put their events on our platform, and also we are integrating a management tool where people can manage their events. You see who and who attended your event, and that with that way we are looking to solve it for retention with that. So that is what we are working on at Identify.
Okay, thank you. Alokba, did you complete the startup Google, profile that we sent to everyone with your profile?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Doug, this is the first.
Because I did. That was why I got a message about this video,
Okay, awesome.
about this Zoom meeting.
In case, Tosin, can you please share the link for the startup of the week so we have everybody in this room to make sure that they've completed it, okay? Okay, thank you so much for introducing yourself. Doug, do you have any question?
No, that is a phenomenal. I think Africa is just a wonderful place for these emerging technologies. Um, I really applaud you for taking the initiative to jump out there and fill that void. Good stuff.
Awesome. Next person to introduce yourself, please. I'm not going to nominate you. Can you just unmute you, whoever it is, to introduce yourself, please?
Are we not doing videos, Christine?
It's for the people who wants to do video.
Okay.
Did you put your video on?
It says it's you have to give me permission.
Oh, how do I do that? I don't know. It's okay. Maybe now you can do it. Okay, next person. Okay, Confidence. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody.
Good morning or afternoon. Yeah, it's Nigeria, so it's afternoon. So I'm confident since you. And the platform I'm working on is Fellow Teachers, and this platform enables the successful employment of teachers to schools, and also parents can also take teachers to serve as a private home tutor for their kids. So that's the project we're working on, Fellow Teachers.
So this is like homeschooling for a homeschooling platform to get access to teachers. Is that
Not necessarily a homeschooling, but most importantly, it's for schools to see qualified teachers here in Nigeria to employ.
so it's like a database for schools to be able to recruit teachers from.
Yes, exactly. But we focus mainly on employing teachers.
So it's like a teacher employment site.
Yes, exactly.
Love it. So let me ask one quick question. What's the revenue model?
Get that part.
I'm sorry?
You didn't get that far.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
I think we're working on that this week because this week is the financial, but you didn't provide revenue model, Doug, on the stuff that you gave us.
Yeah, I can absolutely send that to you.
Okay, awesome. Next person, please.
Next,
Yeah, go ahead, Tosin. So Tosin is going to handle the presentation for now, okay? Doug, I'm here, but Tosin, she's our program coordinator and she's the one that's going to be handling it, okay?
Fantastic.
Tosin,
Thanks,
can you
Tosin.
talk so I know which one you are?
yeah, you said? Yeah, thank you. I think the next person is Joseph. Joseph, are you here? Joseph, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Good afternoon. Yes,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon, our presenter as well. So my company is my startup is on iMock. Is okay. I can be on video now. Sorry. All right. So it's like iMock. We make assessment. Like a continuous assessment for students. It's educational. We make continuous assessment for students on a weekly basis. Like students get to learn, we are targeting age 13 to Jambite, which is 21. Those are our age brackets, or those are our students we are really after. So from students from junior secondary school down to Jambai, those that want to write their examination. So we want to assess them on a weekly basis. Did you get me clear?
Yes, love it. So this is
Yeah,
an assessment so that they can make sure they're on target and on pace to be able to pass that ultimate big test to get into college or the next step, whatever the next step is.
Yes, perfectly. And we will also involve their parents as well, because most of these students are not like they need guidance. So their parents need a feedback from us, like, oh, how's my kid performing this week in geometry, in cell biology, and what have you. So we will be giving this report to their parents. Although currently we are adopting a blockchain mechanism. So we want to unbank the unbank, like we want every user to have a wallet, to have a wallet address, both their parents, like students who has guidance, or who has guidance or who live with a parent can actually open a wallet, a crypto wallet, and subscribe for their children or their kids. While those who can afford to do that can actually subscribe for themselves.
Okay. Why are you using, what's the value proposition for using blockchain in this process? Is it to keep the information clean, privacy? why are you using blockchain? That's an interesting model.
Yes, we are using blockchain for payment mechanism. Although we initially the idea was a free based model whereby students get to access this information for free. Then we thought about teachers who will get involved in this process. How do we reward them? So how do we reward teachers who set these questions? We don't want them to go empty-handed. We don't want them to get tired in the job or in the long process. We want them to earn something for doing something. Why students can also earn this token for also doing something through survey. We also have that model for students to earn. We also have model for teachers to earn by setting these questions. Does that make any sense, sir?
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering the use of blockchain.
Yeah. What
advantage does that give you?
It gives me the sense like blockchain is not very common here, so we want to make it common. We want to make it open. We want to tackle it from a different point of view. We want people to be exposed to owning a wallet, just like a traditional bank account. So we want to start from the early stage, students.
I got you.
Yes.
I love it. I think that's an amazing idea.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The question is the revenue model, right? So we'll get to that in another class, but that's the piece that we have to spend some time trying to figure out how because I love blockchain because every transaction will be perfect.
Exactly.
You can protect the privacy. I think it's a smart play. Who's going to pay for it? Is the big question, right? So interesting.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
I think the next person is Omolade Samuel. Omolade, are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, awesome.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. So just tell us about your name and your startup, what you do, and yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. Good afternoon, Mr. Minta.
Good afternoon.
So we are working on a loan application. It's called EasyLend. It's a loan application. A team of two. But my partner is not here. Midday, she's not here, but she said she's having an exam. But basically, the idea behind our application is that we create a kind of mobile application such that we actually discover that most of these little startups and small businesses, they have a challenge of getting loans and maybe as capital and the likes. Basically, they have constraint in getting resources. So, and we discovered that most of them, they're ready to take risk, and in fact, they're ready to take healthy risks, and even they're ready to return, even if taking any other risk. So the idea behind our project is that we create a platform whereby they can easily get loan without much requirement that other financial institutions ask, maybe like some other document like that. But no, we don't ask any of those documents. We just ask them for their name, the details of their business, and their details, and we are able to grant them loan. But these are some of the exceptions we actually put in place. So if we grant a startup a loan, by the time it's trying to get the loan from us, can you hear me, sir? By the time he tries to get the loan from us, we actually get his own real details to which he register with his bank verification number. Although we'll not be saving their bank verification number, but we only accept. I might want to show a demo, but I don't think I really have that time. So we are not saving their bank verification number, but we only collect their bank verification number to verify with the names, the address, the date of birth which they give us, so that for future reference and for maybe unforeseen circumstances, maybe when they are not able to pay up, or maybe they want to run away with our money. So we can easily use those details to trace it to their BVN and take any account that's connected with their bank and get our money back. That's if they pass the limit to which we give them. So this is how we do it for them. Instead, when they try to get a loan, the loan is on basis and there are conditions to each loans. And the loan varies. So when they try to get a loan, so we put an interest to it, and that is how we see our own profit. So we give an interest maybe within a month. If you get a loan of 50,000 within a month, an interest of maybe just 9% on it. So after that 1 month, we get the money back. and we're able, and by that, we're able to like little startups. They actually brought they put the ideas into reality, and we too at our own end, at least we are actually seeing profit too, and everybody in society actually gains from it. I don't know if you get the idea behind our startup, sir.
Good deal. Where do you get the who is providing the loans, or is that you guys, or are you just helping facilitate loans through other banks and entities?
We are the one providing the loans ourselves. The money we are using to we provide the capital ourselves for the loan. At least for now, we were able to raise. We will be able to raise at least up to 500,000 as a team. We were able to raise up to 500,000 for the startup. So by the time we start granting loans, we have restrictions to our loan based on our own budget too. By the time we start granting loans to people, yes, we know that yes. By the time we start seeing interest, we might actually keep growing. And for some of our future plan is that if people have actually get used to this our platform, we want to create a form of wallet where people can save too. So maybe after saving for maybe after 3 months, a percentage is increased with their money they save with us, and then that money we are collecting from them, we can be using it for other things that can actually be yielding like profit for us before the time to which those people that invest that they want to save their money with us, they're ready to collect their money. I think you get that, sir.
Love it. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, providing capital for startups is critical. So
Yes, sir.
I applaud you with what you're doing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, Tosin, have we heard from everybody?
Thank you. Yeah, I think the next person we have here is Adeniyi Aluba. Adeniyi Aluba, you here? Okay. I don't know.
I think he spoke. Did Patrick? Patrick, did you speak?
Yes, I spoke already.
Yeah. Did Patrick speak?
Patrick.
Mr. Samuel. Okay.
Okay, Patrick, can we go?
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I'm fine. My name is Okuku Patrick Frank. Our startup is all about automatic speech recognition for African languages.
Oh wow!
Yes, because we've seen the likes of Google, Amazon, and the rest of the big tech, and most startups, they've been building speech recognition for different languages, but the African languages has not actually been in the main focus. So we just want to build the languages. Then first of all, we'll start by compiling the data, the large corpuses. And the issue we have with that is that the languages we have, different languages we have are low resourced. So that is kind of like the issue we'll be having. But we'll find out some algorithms we can use to solve that.
Will you be using so the AI speech recognition software just hasn't been applied to all of the diversity of African languages, right? So you guys are just going to do the hard work of making that happen.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I love it.
Thank you.
It's a big need. I think I was talking to Christine, and just in just in her region, there's 200 different languages and variants of dialects. So it's a big job, but if somebody does it, it would be huge for Africa.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Patrick, that's awesome. Thank you. I think the next person we have here is Samuel.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon.
So I'm Samuel. So the project we're working on is Belt Teacher. So confidence spoke little about health teacher. So basically the idea of health teacher is to create connection between schools, between parents, and between teachers. So we've seen that it's somehow very difficult for schools getting teachers. Sometimes you see them posting signposts that vacancy teacher needed. So we just came up with a plan that let's make it very easy for these schools so that you can just be right from your school. You can just take our application and you get qualified teachers instantly based on your location, based on the subject you want. So it will be very easy for you to get teachers. And in the case of parents, many times I've seen single parents, some parents asking me, how would they get a private tutors? How difficult it is for them to get a private tutors, that they want a private tutor. So we also include that in our platform. So as a parent, you can also see private tutors easily and even right from your home, based on your location, based on the subject you want, based on the topic. So it will filter the teacher closer to your location so you can easily connect with that teacher. Then the aspect of schools, schools can come to the platform, then they pick teachers that they want. And also schools can also use that medium to advertise themselves. Maybe when a parent move down to a new location and maybe the parents they are confused about the school they want to take their children to. So they can just log into the application, search for schools closer to their location based on what they want, and it will be easy for them to pick any schools, get the details, and connect to those schools. So that is the main idea of Felt Teacher, connecting teachers, schools, and parents.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so this is like a communication tool that teachers and parents can talk back and forth to each other.
Yeah, they connect with each other, yes.
And then so the revenue side of it, so that's probably a free service that people can just access.
No, because connecting with each other, you have to get connect points. So if I want to connect with any teacher, maybe a school, there's a particular, I'll need connect points to do that. So when I exhaust my connect point, I have to buy more connect points for me to connect with teacher, with school, so whichever. So I have to get this connect point for me to connect with people. So when I don't have connect points, I won't be able to connect. So I need to get connect points, buy connect points, so that I'll be able to connect with schools and any users on the platform.
What are connect points? Can you explain what that is for stupid people that don't live in Africa?
Okay, so we just came up with connect point because we feel that this platform can't be free. So how are we going to make sure we generate revenue from this platform? So we just Upwork. There's this platform called Upwork. So what Upwork does is before you apply for jobs, you need to have connect points. So when you have connect points and you buy this by subscription, maybe through third party payment system like maybe Paystack or Flutterwave. So you have to buy this connect points with recash, maybe in dollar. Then when you have this connect points, that is when you'll be allowed to connect with people, maybe connect with companies so that you can get a job. So we also put that in our own platform. So for us to generate revenue, we tell the users to buy connect points. But on the first start, we'll give you 2 free connect points so that you use it to test and exploit how the platform works. So if you like it, then you buy more connect points to connect with different users on the platform.
And then you're also going to be providing tutors, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's something I want to say. I don't know, I think you need to please click on Tosin Clement and change your name. Just click on Tosin Clement and change your name. For those confused. Yeah, I think the next person is Nwosu Chidima. I don't know if I'm right. Nwosu, are you here? Chidima, okay. Omolade Samuel.
Yes, ma, I've spoken, ma.
Okay, what about Richard?
Chidima is here. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Chidima is here.
Yeah, we can hear you, Chidima. We can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon all.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. My name is Chidima Mary.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, Chidima, tell us about your startups. Tell us about your project, what you are working on.
Okay. We are conducting. Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. We are conducting home service to know the basic health care needs among the pregnant and nursing mothers living in the rural communities. And why we do this is just for us to ascertain how they acquire health services and to ascertain how many casualties they've encountered, and to give them health education they need. We also conduct health outreach, home. We also educate them on what to do on their health because of their condition, pregnant nursing mothers. And we also provide them with some materials, like some of them, because of the rural community. Why we know about this is when we conducted a health outreach, which involved, some of us are working in the hospitals, in government hospitals. So we had to know about these. When we moved into the rural communities, they were complaining of how government abandoned them and they are not getting what they require for their health services. So we now say, since the world has gone into digital, we now said, okay, let's just put it this way, building a mobile app that doctors all over the country
Chidima, we can't hear you.
Yeah, she's having some problems with her internet.
Chidima, we can't hear you. Your network. If you can move away from where you are to get network, I think that will be perfect.
Yeah, if you can put her on mute for right now, and then we'll go back to her.
Okay. I think she
Yeah, she's
left.
gonna try to log back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan. Let's see, Tatum and Afalabi came in next. Tosin.
Yeah. Okay. I think Chidima is back.
Yes, the network is very bad here.
Okay,
Yeah.
great to have you back.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes. And the mobile solutions will allow doctors to get access to rural people, like they are to know whether they will go to hospital, or it's just a necessary or a minor issue they have, and they will be giving guidelines on what they need to do on their health. Since some of them don't have access to road, like the way when I carried out some rural outreach in one of the health center, in one of the rural communities closer to one health center, they were complaining on how some of them help each other to give birth, and they don't have access to road, they don't have access to rural social amenities. So we now told them how they will just be taking their details, taking them back to government hospitals, reporting their cases to them. We are now intermediary, we are not just a medium of reports to them, like taking them, getting to know how they are faring on their health issues. So that's all we have been doing so far.
Okay.
And everything has been from our pocket. Like some of us work in the government hospitals, and we get access to government officials, telling them, look at what we, because because when we got to government hospitals and tell them, they now said they have people that are doing it. But when we got there, they said some of them have abandoned, like we have health engagers whom they've abandoned their work for long, and they've not been doing what they're supposed to do. And when we got to rural communities, many of them, we met with the chiefs, many of them, we are happy. They were happy to see that some people were sent to the government, from government, to know how they are faring.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your revenue? So I guess you're working on revenue model next week to figure out how you create revenue to sustain it.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chidima.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I think the next person is Jordan. Jordan, are you with us?
Hello.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah. Hi, Jordan.
Hello.
We can hear you. So, Jordan, tell us your name and the project you are working on, your startup.
I am Numan Jordan, and I am working in an application that will allow people to check if the diplomas presented during registration or competitions are true. A study by Florian Mention Institute showed that 75% of diplomas lie to employers on their CV, and according to Robert R., 74% of CO have already excluded a candidate from a position after discovering false or exaggerated information in the application. To avoid recruiters this long process of checking his CV received, we propose a new technology, blockchain. So with blockchains, recruiters can verify if the information provided by the candidate is true or not.
I love this. I really do. I think this is a phenomenal application of blockchain.
So when the diplomas is, when the graduate, the student have his diplomas, all the diplomas delivered by the school will be encrypted, and after that they will have the hash, which is a unique identifier. After that, the hash will be stored in the blockchain, and when the student will present his diplomas from the recruiter, they will check it by the hash provided by the student.
I love it. I think this has huge implications. I think this is a benefit for the students, right? So they know that their diploma is verified, that it's locked in. This is a service that every school should want to provide for the students, right? So I love this. Is anybody else doing this?
Yeah, thank you, Douglas.
I check it. I check, and MIT is also working on the project.
Good stuff. Really cool idea. I really like this.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, I don't know. I think Omolade has spoken, Patrick Okuku has spoken, Richard O.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Richard.
Yeah, good afternoon, Doug Minter.
Good afternoon, Richard.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a project called Alpha Life Agent. It's actually a software as a service, a service as a service platform. What we actually do is we train live chat agents for businesses, for websites globally. We came to realize that there was a problem. Millions of websites are being built every day and are being launched on the internet, but there's a problem. When you get to these websites, you tend to see how you want to talk with the business owners or the customer representatives, and you end up with a chat robot. And a lot of times, according to our research, we came to realize that a lot of people, a lot of customers, even me myself, I don't like chatting with a bot. I like chatting with a real person from the other end. So that was what sparked up my interest on building a platform where we train live chat agents for businesses. So we get to hire you a live chat agent for a specific fee, which brings me down to the revenue model, which is 1 to 15 hours. We get to charge you a fee, which is $20. Sorry, 1 to 10 hours, which is $20 per hour per agent. And we also have a free 3-day service. We also have 10 to 15 hours, which is $16 per hour. We also have 15 to 24 hours, which is $13 per hour. So whenever a business or a platform needs a live chat agent, we hire you out a trained indoor live chat agent to attend to your customer disputes while you take care of other aspects of your business. We've seen a lot of bots that are being used by different businesses, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy for them, because a lot of people like myself, I can't go to a website that I don't know them from anywhere, and I still have some doubts about them. So I try to talk to somebody, and at the end of the day, I end up talking to a bot. So at the end of the day, I have so many dynamic issues and dynamic things I want to ask. A bot can't actually give me a reply. So it leaves me with a lot of doubts. So I had to go to another website that offers the same service to also ask my questions. Whenever they answer, I just work with them. So it has been a problem. And also generating leads. We also use this medium to generate leads for these businesses, lots of dollars in advertising. So when this traffic into these business websites, there's no most of the times people don't like releasing their emails to bots when their issues have not been resolved. So these visitors end up leaving this website because they can't contact a real person from the other end. So that is why Alpha Life Agent we are training our very own live chat professionally trained agents to handle these issues for these businesses while they take care of other aspects of their business. So that's just what we are into.
Love it.
Hello?
Love it. I love this. Good stuff. So
okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Because no matter how good AI becomes, we still want to talk to a human being.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you're doing lead generation kind of gives additional justification for using this service. So I love that you're using lead generation as a backstop, an additional revenue driver, in addition to just the regular live chat service. Really smart. Really smart.
Thank you.
Because I'm not just buying live chat, right? So I'm also getting lead generation. Yes. So love that.
Generation, yeah, from every visitor. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I think the next person will be Abdul Rahman Tani. Abdurrahman. Okay. Yeah, I told you to this person hasn't changed his or her name from Tosin Clement. I told you to change your name. Just tap on the Tosin Clement and you can change your name from there. So we'll be able to call you. Okay, yeah, I don't think we have any other person that hasn't spoken.
Great. So, how much time do I have, Tosin?
You said?
How much time do I have?
It's 3:46. I think you have like 15 minutes.
Okay, great.
No, that's enough.
Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to play a quick video. So let's watch this. It's just 2 minutes, but this will kind of set the pace for what we're going to talk about. This video is on what's called the Blue Ocean strategy. And this is the strategy that I want each of you to look at as you're working on your business and making sure that you're staying away from just direct competition. There's so much crowded space, especially online. Most of you guys are doing apps, some version of technology. So it's really important that you have a blue ocean strategy. And this will explain what blue ocean is.
In 1984, Guy Laliberté co-founded Cirque du Soleil. Soon, Cirque was bringing in revenues that incumbents like Ringling Brothers had taken more than a century to attain, even though the circus business was in long-term decline. How did Cirque thrive in such a dismal environment? The answer can be found in the theory that the business universe consists of two kinds of markets: red oceans and blue oceans, a concept pioneered by INSEAD professors W. Chan Kim and René Beauborn. Red oceans represent existing industries and markets, where industry boundaries and the rules of competition are well defined. Companies strive to outperform rivals and grab a bigger share of existing demand. As the space gets crowded, fierce competition turns the water bloody. Competitive or market competing strategy is about how to occupy red oceans. By contrast, blue ocean or market creating strategy is about how to create and capture unknown markets where demand is created rather than fought over. In some cases, this spawns entirely new industries. But most blue oceans emerge when a company alters the boundaries of an existing industry, as when Cirque du Soleil blurred the line between circus and theatre. Cirque made the acts more artistic and sophisticated, attracting a whole new group of customers, adults who are prepared to pay premium ticket prices as they would for the theatre or the opera. Cirque also eliminated several elements of the traditional circus like costly animal acts and star performers. Cirque invented a new and profitable market space without making the typical trade-off between value and cost. Cirque pursued both differentiation and low cost in what Kim and Beauborn call value innovation. The simultaneous pursuit of value and cost is the logic of blue ocean strategy. Based on their study of more than 30 industries, companies that can create blue oceans usually reap the benefits for 10 to 15 years because they are hard for rivals to copy. To realize blue ocean potential like Cirque did, companies should chart a strategic course past traditional industry boundaries to create new market space.
All right. So what I wanted to get your viewpoints on this blue ocean versus red ocean. So many of you are doing, I'm listening to what you're doing. I love the gentleman that talked about using blockchain to verify diplomas. If that's something that's not currently being done in your region or your market or where you're trying to go, that to me sounds like blue ocean. And you want to be in a blue ocean versus a red ocean. Red ocean, you're directly competing against tons of people. There's 4 or 5 different people, 10 people, 20 people that are doing the same thing as you. That's red ocean. I think most of Africa is really could be a blue ocean because there's so many needs. There's so it's the last major continent to get into the internet age, and there's so many needs for so many people that you want to make sure that when you're looking at your business, look at the market, look at the competitors, look at people who could possibly be competitors, and make sure that you're doing something. If you're going to invest all your time and energy, you don't want to do so and just be in a competitive market where you have to have the lowest price. You want to be in a marketplace where you can demand the price that you want, and people want to pay it. So I just wanted to get a couple thoughts from a few people on what you just saw about red ocean versus blue ocean. Anybody?
From the video, okay, Samuel.
Yes, Samuel, go ahead.
Okay. You can see that the red ocean, it's more competitive, and it will be very difficult for startups to like come out from that red ocean, because existing companies are there doing the same thing, and that is why probably trying to bring up a startup to be wise and nice if we direct it to the blue ocean, because at this stage it will be somehow difficult competing with high-tech companies based on how they have millions of users, and you want to compete with them. It will be definitely impossible, and such startup will end up closing because they won't be able to compete with those big techs. So I just feel that the blue ocean is what startups should actually try to look at, creating something that is dynamic, something that is new, even if it's not a totally new idea, but to make sure that okay, this stuff is actually better than this, and we are adding these new features to this our application or this our company that will make people love it more than others, because actually we can never compete with those big techs. Difficult.
Right. Good stuff, Samuel. And there's a young lady who said she's doing has a business that is looking at health education, health materials in the rural areas. I think that's blue ocean, right? And it doesn't mean blue ocean is easier. It just means you have less competition. And so you want to take a look at your business and say, how many people are actually competing against me? What do the consumers see when they hear my idea or they see my products or my services? It's so important that you're constantly surveying your customers and talking to your customers about their experience and also about what are they seeing. Because if they say, hey, we really need this, blue ocean, you're solving a problem, but you're also creating demand where demand wasn't couldn't be actualized before. So it's really critically important that you take a look at the total market. Who's going to buy your products and services? How much are they paying for it now? And with your new product or your way of doing business, maybe it's an old product, right? There's nothing new about it, but the way you are providing it is novel. And so that's what you want to concentrate on. We've sent you some tools. Christine should send you some tools and frameworks. And I want to go through those real quickly. Malad, you have your hand up. What's your question, sir?
Yes, sir. I thought you actually asked us, some of us to actually talk about understanding about the video you just played, the red
Yeah.
ocean and the blue ocean. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my own idea, my understanding of the red ocean and the blue ocean, as the visual shown, is that the red ocean actually signifies those like a startup that a type of that startup has already been in existence before, but then you're coming up with something of such which has been in existence before. And my idea is that those startups like that, it's not that they can't thrive, but it depends on the company itself and the people making up the company, like their state of mind and their willingness to compete with those companies that has been in existence before. So there will be high competition when it comes to that red ocean. But concerning blue ocean, I see blue ocean like a firm so that they are not really in existence. There are very few in existence. For example, like Google. I don't, most of Google do not really have much competitors like that, not really. So I see Google as a kind of blue ocean. So it's a kind of startup that the type is not really much in existence. Even if they are really maybe one, two, or three, they are not really too competitive like that. Unlike red oceans that we have several hundreds of thousands of related companies like that, which are actually in competitions to each other. It now depends on the marketing strategy and other techniques they put in place that actually make them thrive. That's my idea about the red ocean and the blue ocean.
Yeah. Was that helpful for you to see that kind of analogy between red ocean and blue ocean? Did that help you all kind of understand where to position your company for the future?
Yes, I would say EasyLend, the platform we're actually building, the loan getting app is actually between, I'll put it as an average between the red ocean and the blue ocean. Why I say this is that basically I would have actually show a slide we actually prepared. Some of our competitors, basically what they actually focus on is getting loan to anybody. So the loan has restrictions just like maybe 15,000 naira, 10,000 naira. But now our own main focus is startups. Those other companies that actually give loans to anybody, they have this mind that some people might not pay back. But now we are actually working with startups. We believe that startups are these people that has this interest, they have ideas which they want to put into actions, but they are having resource constraint. So we say that yes, if we can create a platform that we can center it, basically our primary target audience is these startups and small businesses that actually requires loan. So there's less risk at our own end that these people will not pay back because they're ready to take risks to further their businesses. So how it has been different from other platforms is that we actually focus on startups, basically startups, those people that we know that yes, these people want to really invest this money in some other things to actually yield profit for them, and we say we are benefiting at our own end. So I don't think I've seen a platform like that before. I don't think I've seen that. Actually, we focus on startups basically. Those people that they know that yes, these people want to use this money to start to do a business to which they will get interest and income from it too. That's my view, sir.
Good stuff. Yeah, so there's an article that I sent to Christine that she'll get to you guys. I sent you a couple of articles, some frameworks, and some tools. These are all digital sheets that she'll give you that will allow you to work through this concept of red ocean, blue ocean, and really looking at your market strategy. You want to know who your top 5 competitors are. And it's nothing wrong with being in a red ocean. Let me say that. It's not a value judgment. If you're a plumber, right? You fix plumbing, or you're in construction, you're in red ocean. You're competing against everybody else. And sometimes you can still do well in that competition, right? You can stay busy, but you may not be able to grow as big as you want until you do something different. So you can be a red ocean business that there's 20 plumbers in town, or there's 20 hair people in town that do hair. But it's the way you do it that can take you out of the red ocean and put you into the blue ocean a little bit. There's a great article that you'll be, Christine, I don't know if you sent these out yet, but you'll get them if you haven't gotten them. And this is a really good article to really go deep into what we've been talking about today. And I love the first sentence. As entrepreneurs, we might find ourselves in a red ocean full of competitors and cutthroat competition. This can mean spending a lot of time on sales without getting the orders, or our prices being squeezed. How can we make ourselves stand out from the competition? And that's where you want to start your market analysis. You want to know who are all the players in my market that could possibly be competitors. Research them, look at their strategies, look at what they're doing, make a list of their prices, and then look at your strategy as compared to that. And if you are mimicking the competition, your pricing is the same, your services are the same, you may want to start looking at how can I make myself different? And if you are already different and you don't find competition, then be careful about what you do, how you do it. Make sure your intellectual property is protected before you start selling and getting out there big. Because if you don't, there are always what's called the Me Too's. And Me Too's are people who copy you. So as soon as you come up with a great idea, then others start to copy you. So make sure that your processes and what you're doing is so unique that it's difficult to copy. They'll never be able to totally figure it out until you've already gained market share or become very well known in what you do. But this is a great article. And I think someone mentioned Google. Google's a great example of a blue ocean business. And so you can see here, this is a great article that really kind of explains how to build a blue ocean strategy. Okay. And, when you look at a competitive approach, you want to make sure that your product design is totally, it improves efficiency, quality, and accuracy. A lot of you were talking about using blockchain. I think that is brilliant. We're not applying blockchain as much as we should, I think. But blockchain builds a lot of trust with your customers because they know if I interact with your application or I buy a product or service from you, and I know that you're using blockchain, that interaction will be perfect. There won't be customer service issues. There won't be problems. I know that my information, my credit cards, whatever, is secure. And so that's going to make me want to choose you versus the competition. You want to make sure that your buyer's experience, these are the things that you want better than the competitors in the red ocean. Your product design should be better. Your buyer's experience should be better. Your customer relations, how you talk to people. The gentleman was talking about having the live agents for live chat where you're talking to a human, critically important. Your brand value should be better. Your price level should be better. Also different than the competitors, you want to have broader industry definition. If there's some special, unique niche, the young lady was speaking about providing services for people in rural communities. That's a niche. She's going somewhere nobody else has figured out. She's trying to provide a much needed service. Health services are critically important, especially health education in rural areas. That that's going somewhere, that's focusing on a special niche. You also want to have broader product definitions, total solutions. So you don't just get the live chat features. We also help you with lead generation. That's an example of broader product definition. So I have one product, but it can serve 2 or 3 different missions. That's really important. So I would highly recommend that you read this article. Christine, I will try to get this in French if that's desired. I'll take a look, and I think I could get all of these products in French as well, if that's a desire. I know sometimes it's easier to read in your native tongue than English, but it's up to you guys, whatever you need. But I would highly recommend reading this article with some of the tools. Real quickly, I want to go over some of the other tools that you'll be sent. You'll be sent some decision sheets. These sheets help you make decisions on what you're going to do. Yes, Omalad, go ahead.
Sorry, sir. It was a mistake. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, no, okay. But you'll get some information on market space and what this is, how to map out your competitors. So this is the first sheet I would complete on market space. And it's just a little map to help you kind of figure out and map out who your competitors are. The second sheet that you're given is a market player information sheet. It's just another way to track your competition. And then there's a position map that kind of helps you figure out where are you as you're growing your company. And it compares your company to the competitors on certain parameters. There's another sheet, decide what market information to gather and how to do it. This is a really good sheet to start with as well, to kind of, okay, I want to measure my competition, but I don't know what to measure. How do I do that? Right? Yeah, you got a question, Confidence? Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So, talking about the red ocean and the blue ocean, I have a question regarding that.
Yeah.
For example, I have a startup I'm working on, and perhaps a chatting website where you chat and you post videos, and we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and others that do that. So perhaps I have that startup I want to make, but I'm in a red ocean because I have many competitors around it. But what if I make something unique? Perhaps I still have those features, but I make something unique out of my startup. Which position do I belong? The red ocean or the blue ocean?
Well, you can have one foot in red ocean, right? And another foot in blue ocean. So one of the things is a lot of times companies are providing a service and they're competing against, a lot of other people, right? But they're still making money. Just because you're in the red ocean does not mean you're not making money. It just means you have to be careful, right? You have to either make more sales calls than the competition. Maybe you have to lower your price. Maybe it's just a hustle, right? It's more work, but it doesn't mean you can't be profitable. The biggest thing that you want to recognize is which ocean are you in? And understand, if I'm in a red ocean, then I'm going to have to work a little bit harder than my competition to stay ahead. What you want to do is see if there's a way to change your process, add a feature that distinguishes you from your competition. so that you can play in the blue ocean while also competing in the red ocean. Ultimately, it may take you a year, 2 years to move into the blue ocean or to find that thing, right? As you're starting up, you may just have to jump in the red ocean and compete and swim. The biggest thing that we want you to take away today is we want you to understand which ocean are you in and make sure that you are building systems that move you to blue ocean. And if you're in blue ocean right now, don't think that somebody else is not going to come in and push you back into the red ocean, right? When Facebook first started, what ocean do you think they were in?
Ocean.
What ocean are they in now?
I think the red ocean.
Right. So, you have new apps like Clubhouse, TikTok is taking market share away from them. So
right.
Now, even though they're as big as they are, they're still in the blue ocean, but it's getting murky. Eventually, someone will take Facebook out. When will that happen? Don't know. But think about what they said in the video. People that start in the blue ocean have about a 10 to 15 year lead ahead of everyone else before the competition starts to encroach on their ocean. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So you can have a blue ocean strategy on a certain product, and your whole company may be red ocean, right? That's okay. For instance, I have a friend of mine who's a mechanic. Okay. He didn't like the traditional way mechanics were, doing business. So he comes to your house and fixes your car. He has 10 other mechanics underneath him. You go on an app, you say, come to my house, fix my car. That's blue ocean. His company, what he does is very red ocean. Mechanics are a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. Anywhere there's a car, there's a mechanic, right?
Yeah.
But how many mechanics will come to your house and fix your car? That's blue ocean. So he took a blue ocean strategy, and now he is totally in the blue ocean because there's nobody else in all of Toronto that will send a mechanic to your house. Now, it's still difficult in the blue ocean. It's still hard work. But he doesn't really have competition right now. So by the time the competition figures it out, he's going to be way ahead of the marketplace. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, I just want to make sure I answered it. There's a couple of other tools in here, that kind of remind you of where are you? If you're here, where's your competition? And what does that look like? Really understand it. Don't assume that just because you can't find it, that somebody's not competing against you. You really have to do your research. Don't just look at the first page of Google. Go 7, 10, 15, 20 pages deep into Google. Ask other people, right? And so you have these tools to help you. If the tools don't resonate with you, don't use them. But you want to know what your position is with your competition. This is really critically important because many of you have ideas that could go viral, that could be very, very big. Like the live chat stuff, I think has huge scalability. The app that allows for verification of diplomas, huge. The Eventbrite app for Africa, like your version of that could explode. All of these, the assessments for students with blockchain, the loan applications, the speech recognition for African languages, like all of these concepts, anytime you're talking about communication between parents and students and teachers and providing tutors, all of you all have companies that have the potential to be very, very large. So going through this process of looking at your market and making sure before you put a bunch of money and time into it that you're at least looking at blue ocean strategies as a part of your planning and your strategic plans and your business plans and so forth. So I'm going to kind of shut up and let you guys ask any questions of me on any topic for the rest of our time today. Any questions, please? It can be on any topic. Yeah, any topic.
Bring on your questions, guys. Please bring on your questions.
Or any comments. I hope this was helpful. Little nugget for you guys to think about.
Yeah, I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead. Confidence.
Is it possible that a person can be in a position, perhaps he's the only one idea startup, rest of many years, and he's still in the blue ocean and nobody has a competition over him?
Can you ask that again? You said, so can someone be in a blue ocean and what?
Someone be in a blue ocean and nobody has the same idea he has and nobody has any competition with him, and it's been a blue ocean for all his lifetime, and for many years he continues to remain in the blue ocean. Is it possible
to be in a blue ocean forever?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not with the amount of information that's floating around through the internet. I think you can be a blue ocean for a certain period of time. So, for instance, in the video, they use the Cirque du Soleil as an example of a blue ocean company, correct? There are competitors to Cirque du Soleil. There's been a lot of the Japanese, Chinese acrobats are starting to be competitors to Cirque du Soleil, but direct head-to-head competition with how they are doing things, they're so far ahead that they are the Coca-Cola of performance art. They are the gold standard. That they've really pretty much entrenched themselves for a long period of time. Can you stay in a blue ocean forever? Depends on how far ahead you can get. I mean, Facebook would be a blue ocean business, but there's a lot of competition now. But they're so far ahead that they're kind of the beast that you have to deal with, right? But they're not the only one. So I don't know that any business can live forever, right? But I think I think the most important thing is if you can get a 10 to 15 year head start, that puts you into legacy building, or to be purchased, to be bought out, right, by someone else who says, I'm not going to compete with you, I just want to buy you. And then you become wealthy and you go build another blue ocean company. Good question, though. And Wosu, I think you had your hand up.
Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem, Confidence. Go ahead, Wosu.
Yes. Mine is a kind of comment.
Yeah.
On blue ocean and red ocean, because I can give instances on. Let me just say specifically, there is no business or any idea that doesn't have a competition. I take my own as yes, I take my own as example because you made mention of when you were talking about blue ocean, you said mine is on blue ocean on health. Because I remembered when I had this idea, I was thinking of how to carry it out. So I had to write to the head of department in here in Amak, Abuja here. I called one of the health center manager there. He now told me that I can't carry it out without going to the head of department here in the community that I want to carry out the project. So I wrote to her. After 2 weeks going to her office, she was happy. She said, yes, I saw your text, I saw your message, I saw your letter. It was quite interesting. And when the first thing she said, she called one of our workers and said, the day she brought it, aren't you having health engagers and people that do the same work she is doing? And when some of them came and said, it has been years that they've carried out this rural health project, that it has been years, they've abandoned the work. And she was just happy having me doing that. I found those health engagers as my competitors. They are competing with me. And secondly, when I got to the rural communities, I found out some of the health unskilled quack nurses and doctors, they are my competitors. But I was trying to do it in a way that I don't have anybody competing with me. When they found out that, look at what I'm doing, I'm speaking against people receiving treatment from people that are not qualified, they were so angry. So I found them as my competitors. That's why I said there is no idea or no businesses that somebody or somewhere you might even have it that you won't have competitors. So that's my own comment.
Yeah, and here's the thing: there's nothing new under the sun, right? But your strategy, the way you execute, can be different, novel, never seen before. So it's not so much the business stuff; it's not the products and services, right? That are blue ocean. So I love your question because that brings up a really critical point. When you're looking at your business, what you want is a strategy that's blue ocean. Your strategy, your execution needs to be such that people are like, how the hell did they do that? How did she provide all these materials to these people? Because you figured out a blue ocean strategy, and that's why they call it blue ocean, red ocean strategy. So yes, Cirque du Soleil did not invent anything that wasn't already there. Acrobats, dancers, costumes, all that stuff existed. It wasn't as if they invented a new art form. What they did is the way they presented it. No one else had even come close to that.
Yes, sir.
Right? And that gives you that 10 to 15 year strategy. So if you know you're going to have some haters because people without, justification for providing these health services are going into these rural neighborhoods, people are thinking that they're getting quality care and they're not, and you're going against that, right? You have these, you're going to have some haters, and you can have haters in the blue ocean, just like you have haters in the red ocean and competitors. So there's one thing to have a hater, but then to have a hater and a competitor is rough. But it's your strategy. How are you doing your strategy that's unique that no one else is doing? That's or very few people are doing.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So good point.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
And here's where you protect your intellectual property. So before you go telling a bunch of people about it, if you can protect it legally, I'm not a pro on intellectual property protection in Africa, but to the extent that you can protect your ideas so that people, can't just copy you, you need to do so. Oh, cuckoo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you had your hand up.
Yes, I wanted to make a comment based on the red ocean, blue ocean strategy.
Yeah.
Uh, I really want to thank Africa Hacks, and I also want to thank you for the workshop and educating all of us and our projects on how to build companies working on the red ocean and blue ocean strategy, because most of us just come up with great ideas and we do not know how the market is going to be like. And coming up with my research on this on the ASR, that's the automatic speak recognition,
yes.
I didn't think that there would be any company doing this also in Africa, but I found out that there was one company, but like a startup, but they also sourced funds from, I think, venture capital, and they launched 2016. But ever since then, I've been following them up, but they haven't actually done anything with. They haven't actually released a product yet, but they are still in their beta version. So the research has been good because it made me to go to Google and check so many research papers and check other companies that are doing this. So the benefits of this in Africa, I actually checked about it and I researched on that, was that now that the world is going remote, you won't have someone that's like an African coming to translate from English to Ibibio or from English to the other African language which they will not understand. So you could just stay at the comfort of your home and go through our APIs or applications, and you can easily translate just like Google. But the African languages, like the African language functionality, like the languages or the data for the languages are not actually there. So it's our responsibility to do it for Africa. I don't think Google will want to do it for us. So it's our responsibility to do it by ourselves. It's also
I think so, because I mean, you got 2,000 plus dialects, languages in Africa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, I don't even know how long it would take and how much money it would take to get that done.
Yes.
I have no idea. And so to the extent that there's competitors, you kind of want, it's such a big blue ocean that having one competitor doesn't turn it red.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And the thing that I would do is I would see if they're willing to partner and say, look, you take Northern Africa, I'll take Southern Africa.
Yes.
Let's write a contract that we won't compete against each other.
Yeah.
And let's divide and conquer, because it's going to take too long for one company to figure all 2,000 dialects out. I mean, I just don't even know how practical that is. Maybe the first five, maybe there's 500 leading dialects and we need to concentrate there. I don't even know. It's a continent. It's not a country. It's a continent. And I think that's the rest of the world just doesn't get that in their heads.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to come up with a plan to do that. That's why we collaborate with maybe that.
I would reach out to them and see if they're open. And see, and what information will they tell you? How hard has it been? How long did it take you to get one language ready to go? Yes. I don't know. I don't know if it's phonics based. How are you doing the phonics to recognize the speech?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then when you get down into dialects, you could go from one community to another community that speaks the same language, but they speak two different dialects of that language. How do you break that down? I don't know.
Well, there are algorithms to do that. That is the multilingual, using artificial intelligence to build end-to-end speech recognition using multilingual, but it's just like it's very, very, very data driven.
Well, interesting. Any other questions? Comments? Anything? It doesn't just have to be about Blue Ocean, Red Ocean. Any questions you have? Where Christine, Tosin, where are most of you guys located? What country are you in?
Nigeria.
Ah, Nigeria. Okay, so
we also have people from like Jordan, for example, is from Cameroon. Hey, Jordan. We also have people from Cameroon. We also have people from South Africa, but majority of people are from Nigeria.
Okay, great. Well, just to let you know, I was born in the United States, so we, typically don't have direct connections to Africa, via our families, but I did do my DNA. The majority of my DNA is Nigerian, and the second largest piece is Cameroon, and so I consider all of you my brothers and sisters, or cousins, rather. So I have a fondness for Nigeria and Cameroon specifically because of my DNA. So I look forward to coming to visit as soon as this virus will allow. I look forward to coming to visit and look forward to visiting as many of you as I possibly can if once I set foot in Africa. So it's been I consider this an honor to be in front of you. I hope that you've learned something today, and I look forward to interacting with you in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doug. So Doug is coming back again this Saturday for another session, but this time will be today. Doug, you cover marketing, right?
We just market position, not marketing.
Market positioning.
Yeah.
So this Saturday we're going to talk about revenue model and financials, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. So please, everyone, Tosin, can you please drop the link for the registration for this Saturday?
Yeah. I dropped the link already. Please let me know if you got the link.
Okay. So Tosin dropped the link for the webinar on Saturday. I don't see it.
Oh, for Saturday?
Yes, this if you go into the Google form I sent you, the link is there too.
Okay.
So guys, just wait for the link. Please, can we just give a big round of applause for Doug Minter, business coach? Can we just give him the energy? Can we just in the comments say how happy we are to be here, how excited we are to be participating into this sandbox program? I don't see nothing on the comment except Mary that been clapping. Can everybody clap, share with Doug Minter, how excited, how happy you were? I don't see any comment, because if I don't see, then this is going to be the last time we're bringing someone. So we need, I see them coming. Okay, I see them coming.
Hey, Christine, it's been I want to clap for these startups. So thank you for it. It makes me feel good to see so many startups in Africa, especially from Nigeria, Cameroon, and South Africa. You guys are doing really cool stuff. Don't stop. Live your dream. Don't quit. and reach out for help. And this is I'm so impressed. I'm honored to be in this space with you.
Also, Tosin, the link, please.
Yes, I have. I don't know why it's not showing, but I sent it to Confidence. So Confidence to.
Can you send it to me? You have to click on 2. And when you click on that, you now click on panelists and attendees.
Thank you so much.
Well, Doug, thank you so much for your time here. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in the room. Please, let's join. We still have 2 meetings with him, one this weekend, one the next weekend. And after him, we're going to have another one with another partner. So you guys need to come like you did today. Tune in, register. I just dropped in the registration for the event, the workshop where Doug Minter will be. Thank you so much, Doug. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all, and see you guys Saturday.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Guys, please don't forget to click the link for the attendance. Don't forget to submit
Share the
your
link
attendance.
again. Share the link again. Awesome. Doug, you can go. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much. Africa Hacks.
Yes. See you Saturday, Doug.
All right. See you guys Saturday.
Okay. Awesome. Well, guys,
have you seen the link for the attendance?
Yes, please, guys. There's 2 links that you need to do. One, I want everybody to register for the webinar with the Doug Minter, and I want people to register the attendance so we can send you some airtime, okay? So you guys are free to go now. Thank you again for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
And that will be it for today. Okay, so since everybody has registered, I'm going to close this. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.